Man, peace and blessings, amen. On this good Sunday, amen. I was just, thinking like, how Paul was talking about how, do not be yoked with unbelievers, right? Because, we follow Christ, right? So it's basically, Paul was just saying, hey, man, they're enemy against God. So they're enemy against us because we follow Christ, right? What fellowship does light have with darkness? And I was just thinking, like, how you be around some people and, some people, amen, how they glorifying so much blasphemous and all these different types of stuff. They showing you who they are because they say you'll know them by their fruit. And we have to stay away from some people, amen, because, when you go around certain people, they be filled with so much demonic. And they when you come around them, they lash out at you because, you the light surrounded by darkness. You just got to stay away from certain people, amen. And you know how when you go around certain people, they have some type of a vampire, like energy vampires. They drain you, amen. You know how some people, amen, like I said when I was talking about my family, how they came around me when I was around them, right? They was witches and warlocks, and God was letting me know, like, the reason why I tell you to stay away from them, because every time you go around them, you get sick. Like, they got a sickening spirit. And that's another thing too. Like, we gotta stay away from ungodly people, amen. Cause they showing you every day that they hate your God. So if you hate my God, that mean you hate me. I ain't playing no games. I'm like David. David said, I count them my enemies. You against my God, what I'm hanging with you for? It always gonna be some conflict. And that's why when you go around some people, like I said, they lash out at you because you irritate their demons, and they try to play this little role like, oh, such and such. Bro, you weird. If you hate me, what you want to be around me for? Because they want to drain you of your energy. It's your energy, and it's like they got to feed off your energy. That's what the vampire, what a vampire do, right? They feed off the blood, right? The same thing with them. It's like they got to feed off your energy. But then I was just saying, hey, man, be aware. Like, stay away from people like that. They don't mean you no good. They show you every day that they hate your God. Look at their lifestyle. Like Christ said, they worship me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. You will know them by their fruit. Stay away from these people, man. They hate you, bro. They hate God. So, hey, man, if you a part of God, they hate you too. And they'll just try to put on this fake front like they deal with you, but they really don't deal with you. They just like your energy. They like your hand. And they ain't filled with Christ. So, that's why they do certain things. Hey, man, peace and blessings be upon y'all. I just had to let that be known, man. Stay away from people like that. Paul said, have nothing to do with them. Beware of dogs, wolf in sheep clothing.